Mountains, mist, myths, Guizhou province in China, a land where the earth seems to touch the sky, shrouded in an ethereal mist that whispers secrets of ancient times. The mountains here are not just geographical features, they are the very soul of the land, steeped in legends and stories passed down through generations. This place eats superlatives for breakfast. Every corner, every vista, every turn of the head reveals a new marvel, a new reason to be awestruck. The landscapes here are a painter's dream, a poet's muse, and a traveler's paradise. We're here for something special, something whispered about in hushed tones. A house. Not just any house, but a structure that seems to defy the very laws of nature and architecture. A place that has captured the imagination of all who hear of it. This one clings to a cliff face like a swallow's nest, a precarious wooden miracle defying gravity and logic. It stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the will to create something extraordinary in the most unlikely of places. Getting there is half the journey. The path is not for the faint-hearted, winding through rugged terrain and steep inclines. Each step brings you closer to a world that feels both ancient and timeless. Winding mountain roads, each turn revealing a more stunning vista than the last. The journey itself is a visual feast, with every bend in the road offering a new perspective on the breathtaking beauty of Guizhou. Waterfalls cascade down impossible heights, disappearing into the clouds below. These natural wonders add to the mystique of the region, their constant flow a reminder of the relentless passage of time. Villages cling to the slopes, ancient rhythms of life untouched by the outside world. Here, time seems to stand still, and the way of life has remained unchanged for centuries. The people live in harmony with the land, their traditions and customs, a living testament to their resilience and adaptability. Finally, we round a bend, and there it is, the Guizhou Cliff House, a sight that takes your breath away, leaving you in awe of its sheer audacity and beauty. Or maybe it's a mirage? It seems almost too surreal to be real, a vision conjured by the mind in this dreamlike landscape. It seems to float, an extension of the rock itself, time-worn wood blending seamlessly with the ancient stone. The house is a marvel of design, appearing as if it has grown organically from the cliffside, a natural part of the landscape. This is a place where man and nature meet, not in conflict, but in a strange, beautiful harmony. It stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when we work with nature, rather than against it. The Guizhou Cliff House is not just a building, it is a testament to the enduring spirit of human creativity and the timeless beauty of the natural world. Let's talk about the obvious, the view. From the moment you step onto the narrow, creaking platform that serves as a porch, the world drops away. Vertigo hits you like a shot of Guizhou, potent and immediate. Below the valley unfolds, a tapestry of emerald green rice paddies stitched together by a silver ribbon of river. Clouds drift past, sometimes above you, sometimes below, their shadows playing across the landscape. At night, the stars are close enough to touch. The Milky Way, a river of light across the inky canvas of the night sky. And in the distance, the twinkling lights of villages, fireflies trapped in the valleys. It's a view that makes you feel small, insignificant, and yet strangely connected to something much larger than yourself. Don't expect luxury here. This is a place where simplicity reigns supreme, where the essence of life is distilled into its most basic elements. The interior of the Guizhou Cliff House is about simple living, a testament to practicality and resourcefulness. Every corner of this home tells a story of resilience and adaptation, of making do with what is available and turning it into something beautiful. The main room is dominated by a large wood-burning stove, its blackened sides a testament to countless meals cooked and shared. This stove is the heart of the home, where families gather to warm themselves and share stories, where the aroma of home-cooked meals fills the air. Rough-hewn furniture, crafted from local timber, speaks of generations past. Each piece is unique, bearing the marks of the hands that shaped it, the trees that provided the wood, and the years that have passed since it was made. Sunlight streams through small windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. These beams of light bring a sense of life and warmth to the room, highlighting the natural beauty of the wood and the simple elegance of the furnishings. It's basic, yes, but there's a warmth, a sense of peace that permeates the very walls. This is a place where you can feel the history, where the walls have absorbed the laughter and tears of those who have lived here before. A ladder leads to a loft, the sleeping quarters. This simple structure, made from sturdy wood, is a reminder of a time when life was less complicated, when a good night's sleep was all that was needed to face the challenges of the day. Up here, under the eaves, the world seems even further away. The sloped ceiling and the wooden beams create a cozy, intimate space, perfect for rest and reflection. The only sounds are the creaking of the house and the wind whistling through the gaps in the wooden slats. These sounds are a reminder of the natural world outside, of the elements that shape and define this place. It's a place to disconnect, to shed the weight of the world and reconnect with something primal, something essential. Here you can find a sense of peace and tranquility that is often missing in the hustle and bustle of modern life. This is a place where you can slow down, breathe deeply, and remember what it means to be truly alive. Living here isn't for the faint of heart. Supplies need to be carried up treacherous mountain paths. Weather can turn on a dime, transforming the idyllic view into a raging storm. And then, there's the isolation. Days, weeks can pass without seeing another soul. The silence can be deafening, the solitude overwhelming, but for some, like the man we're here to meet, these aren't drawbacks. They're the very things that draw them in. He greets us with a gap-toothed smile, a smile that speaks of years lived in harmony with the rugged terrain. His face is weathered like the landscape itself, each wrinkle a testament to the passage of time and the stories etched into his skin. His name, we learn, is Li, a name that carries the weight of generations before him. And he's lived in this house, his family home nestled into the cliffs, for all of his 60 years. For 6 decades, this rustic mountain home has been his sanctuary, a place where the walls hold memories of laughter, tears, and everything in between.
Life here is about accepting what is. It's about finding peace in the rhythm of nature, in the cycles of the seasons. The mountains give, and the mountains take away. They are both a source of sustenance and a reminder of nature's power.
His eyes, the color of the mountain stream, twinkle as he tells us stories of his life here. Stories of hardship, of resilience, of enduring the harsh winters and the scorching summers. He speaks of finding joy in the simplest of things, like the first bloom of spring or the sound of a mountain stream after the rain. He tells us of winters spent snowed in, where the world outside is a blanket of white and the warmth of the hearth is a cherished comfort. Of summers when the heat shimmers off the rocks, making the air dance and the days long and languid. He shares stories of raising his children here, teaching them the ways of the mountain, the importance of respect for nature, and of watching them leave for a different life in the city, a life of opportunities and challenges far removed from the simplicity of the mountains. There's a touch of sadness in his voice, a longing for the days when his home was filled with the laughter of children, but also a deep sense of pride, knowing that he has given them the strength and wisdom to forge their own paths.
The mountains give, and the mountains take away. They are a constant, a reminder of the enduring spirit of those who call this place home. Li's days are governed by the sun and the seasons. He tends to his small vegetable garden, perched precariously on a ledge below the house. He collects firewood, chops wood, repairs the constant wear and tear that comes with living in such an exposed location. Evenings are spent by the stove, sipping tea, listening to the wind whisper stories through the cracks in the walls. He tells us he doesn't need much, that the mountains provide everything he needs. The air here, he says, taking a deep breath, it cleanses the soul.
I ask him about loneliness. He pauses, considers the question.
Loneliness, he says finally, is a choice. The mountains are alive, you know. The wind, the trees, the animals, they are my companions.
He points to a pair of eagles soaring high above the valley.
They come every year, he says, a smile spreading across his face. They nest on that cliff face across the valley. We watch each other, learn from each other.
It's a different way of seeing the world, one that most of us, disconnected from nature, can barely comprehend. As we prepare to leave, the sun setting in a blaze of glory, I realize the Guizhou Cliff House isn't just a dwelling, it's a symbol, a testament to human ingenuity, to our ability to adapt and survive in even the most challenging environments. It's a reminder that happiness isn't found in material possessions, but in the simple act of existing in harmony with the world around us. Li's story, etched in the lines on his face and the weathered timbers of his home, is a powerful one. It's a story of resilience, of finding peace in solitude, of living a life deeply connected to the rhythms of nature. It's a story that stays with you long after you've left the mountain. We descend the mountain as darkness falls, the lights of the villages twinkling like fallen stars. The Guizhou Cliff House, a silhouette against the dying light, fades from view. But the image, the feeling, it lingers. Guizhou, you've shown us your soul. In the rugged beauty of your mountains, in the quiet dignity of people like Li, you've reminded us what it means to be truly alive. This is a place that gets under your skin, that stays with you long after you've said goodbye. And as I raise a final glass of fiery baijiu to the mountains, I know I'll be back. There are more stories to hear, more lessons to be learned in this extraordinary corner of the world.